This is the Commander-in-Chief of the Arana Nation with a very urgent message to send to you. I am urging and I'm pretty much ordering each and every one of you to immediately unsubscribe to Netflix. End your subscription with Netflix for the sole reason that they are going to be creating within the next month a show which is going to make all pedophiles from all over the world hot and bothered. And that's Cuties. They are literally turning little girls into sex objects. And it is disgusting. It is unacceptable, and we can't accept that, and we have to boycott Netflix. I have only called for boycotts if, number one, the company really is. I mean, if the company is just, personally, I will not go to there are companies out there that I've never really gone to. Starbucks is a place I've never gone to. It's just something that doesn't interest me. And then I hear that Starbucks does things that are so irritating that I just say, well, I'll never go there now. Or if there are companies out there that are alternatives that we can go to. Netflix is one of those companies. There is a company right now called Ororo. Let me see how it's spelled here. Because, ORORO.TV. It is a legitimate company. I believe it's a Russian version of Netflix, but it's a streaming company which has more shows than Netflix. I mean, it has The Simpsons, The South Park. It has almost every movie that you can think of. You can think of it, they got it. Ororo, that is an alternative to Netflix. You can watch anything you want, just like how you watch Netflix, but without the knowledge that you would be promoting a company that is creating a show which is sexualizing young girls. Cuties. I watched the trailer, and really it was disgusting. I mean, the hypersexualization of pre-adolescent girls. Now, this movie says that they've created this movie to try and stop that. But you can't stop the hypersexualization of children by sexualizing them. It doesn't work that way. It's like saying to a drug dealer, I want you to stop taking drugs, but in order for you to stop taking drugs, I'm going to give you more drugs. It doesn't work that way. So they're talking about how this is what the summary says of Cuties. And you guys, I will put the trailer there. Not because I want you to enjoy the trailer, but because I want you to see the type of trash that Netflix is putting out there for people to watch. And this is going to be paradise for the pedophiles out there. Especially in this day and age of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. It is disgusting that Netflix would do this. And I have a sneaking suspicion that whoever created this garbage is probably in on this whole pedophilia as well. The film stars Fadia Youssef. So the plot revolves around a traditional Senegalese Muslim girl who is caught and torn between two contrasting sides: traditional values and internet culture, while also discussing hypersexualization of pre-adolescent adults. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. And there have been many cases. I mean, people who are in my generation, who were born in the 90s, 1993 and all those things, you'll remember the Nickelodeon era, when Nickelodeon was in its heyday. I know here in Canada we have YTV, which is similar to Nickelodeon. But back in the day when you had shows like Drake and Josh and iCarly and Victorious and those kind of preteen shows, I mean, those were bordering on the hypersexualization of prepubescent adolescents as well. I mean, in fact, the creator of, I mean, even shows like the Amanda Show, all that, the creator of those shows was actually removed from Nickelodeon, and some say he was removed because there were complaints of him messing around with the girls. So these directors who create these movies with little girls in tight dresses and batty riders and, tight pants and their belly button showing, their feet showing, all this sort of garbage. I mean, the guy who created those Nickelodeon shows, he was thrown out, and that was during the Me Too era, and many people were saying it's because he was messing with them. And if you notice, a lot of those shows had lots of feet in it, lots of girls' skin in it. I mean, it was disgusting. And the director directed that, and it was, and they say he did it so he could get his rocks off to see this. It's disgusting, and this has to stop. And we need to take a stand here now, because Hollywood has gotten out of control. Silicon Valley has gotten out of control. Netflix, I mean, you've got places like YouTube which ban or who try to demonetize my videos because I speak stomp down truth. But I bet you every pocket of money that I have that they will, within the time that Cuties is released, they will have a way for us to watch Cuties on YouTube as well as Netflix. So I am saying that we need to get rid of our Netflix subscriptions. Teach Netflix a lesson they will never forget. Do not go on Netflix. Do not renew your subscription. You are following in the devil's army if you do that. Get rid of your Netflix subscription and subscribe to Ororo. That is what I am subscribed to. It is ORORO.TV. I will put the link to Ororo at the description of this video. I want you all to subscribe there. If you want to watch TV and watch movies and stuff, go to Ororo. It's just like, and it's better than Netflix. They don't have the stuff that Netflix have. I mean, they don't have the stuff that Netflix have. They have every episode of The Simpsons. If you like The Simpsons, you like any show, I mean, they have it. They have it. So go to Ororo.tv. And then, of course, you don't have to go to places like Disney Plus, because all of those companies are in on it, okay? Ororo is a Russian company, and it's a company, they say it's to help people learn English, but we're not learning it. We know English. Just go to Ororo and watch the movie. Just watch the TV. Watch the movie. There's no subtitles unless you want subtitles. It's just like Netflix. It's better than Netflix. Go there. Do not go on Netflix. You have choices. If you go on Netflix, after you've heard this message and you still have Netflix, you are in on the pedophilia. I'll just say that right now. I mean, I know it's hard to do boycott sometimes, but this one is easy. This one is easy. We don't need Netflix. We don't need Netflix. If you've got a Netflix account after listening to this, you are in on the pedophilia. You are in on the pedophilia and you're going to hell. Ororo is just like Netflix. Boycott Netflix for coming out with this trash of little girls in tight dresses and batty riders and bikinis showing their belly button and their skin and legs and feet and all this sort of stuff. That's disgusting. It's a disgusting thing. Whoever the director is should be arrested and be investigated. But because we're not there yet, you can play your part and get rid of your Netflix account. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. This is the